What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I figured it was time to mix things up, change things up, and we're gonna make a $100 Woodsman meatloaf right here on the channel. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, what is a Woodsman meatloaf? What this is a smoked meatloaf.
You hungry? Hey, Ma! Can we get some meatloaf?
We're gonna use about 4 pounds, maybe 5 pounds of meat. But first off, we're gonna start out with some venison, freshly killed by my brother-in-law for me, just some ground venison. We're gonna have some ground boar, so we have a little more fat in this dish. Here's something that is not your everyday ingredient, and that's ground ostrich. That's gonna run about $18 to $20 for just 12 ounces of it. So that should be interesting. Ground boar, I believe, is 15, 16 bucks. We're gonna have some ground elk, which I've seen as high as 25 online, but I went up to Country Smokehouse, picked that up there. Also got the ostrich and the wild boar from Country Smokehouse. Love that place. If you haven't been up there, you need to check it out. It is absolutely awesome. And then also, we're gonna put in some Cherrywood thick cut bacon, but I'm gonna show you how we're gonna use that. It's a little different here. That's one of the first ingredients, but we'll get the meat, other than the bacon, into the bowl. First up, we're gonna drop the ostrich right in. Now, if you never had ostrich, it's actually really, really flavorful. Interesting meat, similar to turkey with like a nice sweet gaminess to it. Next up, we are going to add in the elk. There we go. Elk is one of my all-time favorite meats. You really cannot go wrong with it. Next up, we're gonna add the venison in, and this is Michigan venison. You can pick this up. Stores like Country Smokehouse will actually offer it. But there actually is a lot of farm-raised venison and elk throughout the country. So it's not impossible to get these ingredients, but it is a little bit harder than your everyday, pork and beef kind of deal. So we got that mixed up. Now let's get the wild boar in here. This is fresh wild boar from Country Smokehouse. If you've never seen it, it's really high. It's got big fat content to it. Smells really good, actually. They kind of describe it as having like a molassesy taste. You're gonna need either a sausage, or in this case, we're gonna run wild boar in here because the ostrich is so lean, the elk is so lean. Just so much of the meat in here is just so lean that you just have to get some fat added in here. Okay, next up, we're going to cut up this bacon, because we're actually gonna mix it into the meatloafs. So this is a 12-ounce package of Cherrywood thick cut bacon. Man, I'm having a hard time talking. I think I need to get some sharper knives, but we're gonna suffer through this. This is gonna give us a lot of fat for this next step, which is gonna be really nice. Bring your bacon over to the frying pan and, well, fry her up. Alright, so we got the bacon cooked up. Now we're gonna move the meat over to a bowl. And we're gonna leave the fat in the dish here. So we're gonna figure out how to do this, because, yeah, I'm not prepared or anything for this, so enjoy the show. We have an absolute ton of fat in here. I just lost a little bit of bacon underneath. Dang it. Try to get as much of the bacon out of here as we can. We don't want burnt bacon in the meatloaf here. All right. Next up is we're gonna be adding the onions in. All right, so we're gonna take a tablespoon of them, just a heaping mess of them, just like that. 3, I'm thinking 4 should be good for this amount of meat. And we'll put a 5th in there, what the heck. We're gonna just cook them until they get clear. Clear in color is the goal here. Make sure you keep moving, that way they don't get stuck and burn on you. So you don't want anything charred going into the smoker. Just is not gonna get any good flavor out of it then that way. Alrighty, well, I cooked them a little longer than I wanted to, but we'll make her work. We'll make her work. Okay, next thing we are going to do is we're gonna break some eggs. Something I'm not good at. Don't eat a lot of eggs, personally. We're gonna put 3 in here. We'll see if we need to add more later. Trying not to get shells in there, but you know. Maybe Gordon Ramsay can critique me on this one, you know? Alright, I think those eggs are thoroughly beaten. So let's get on to the next step where we start to incorporate everything together. Like I said, I've never cooked meatloaf before. If the wife sees this video, she'll yell at me for leaving that cabinet open, sorry. Had to take care of that. So we're going to incorporate, let's get the bacon in here first. And onions. And that lovely Cherrywood bacon fat. I think it's gonna have some great flavor to this. Let's mix this bacon and onion and meat mixture all up. Just get in there, mix her up nice and thoroughly. Your hands are the best thing for this. So I've been told by my mom, dad, wife. Yeah. All right, we got the meat and the onions all mixed up nicely. Let's get the last few ingredients into the mix here. And first up is going to be the eggs. I'm guessing, looking at a bunch of recipes, 3 eggs should be just about right for this much meat. And breadcrumbs. These are panko breadcrumbs. I'm gonna start with a cup. I might have to up it to, even up to about 2 cups potentially, depending on how it looks when I mix it up. So supposedly 2 cups in this package, so we will definitely just kind of feel our way around on this. See if we got enough. Whoa, losing it. That feels about right. I think I made it a bunch of times, so looks about right, feels about right, right? Never hurts to add more. Got some beagles at my feet here. Want to know what I'm up to because they can smell. Whenever we get elk or duck or venison out, just the raw version of it, these two just go in full-on feed me mode. So no matter how much they've had to eat during the day, they just love those meats in particular. And so do I. And so does the wife. So this should be a very interesting dish. We're gonna add a little moisture, and a bunch of the recipes I've looked at and read actually said to add milk in here. You don't want to make this too wet, from my understanding, but we'll do about half of what I had separated out and see how it does. Yeah, it's getting absorbed up in there nicely. Flip, there we go. There we go. We're gonna get this into pans. Let me take the gloves off, get the pans ready, show you how we're gonna do this, and then they go into the freezer for tonight before they get on the smoker tomorrow. Yeah, you need to see my face. So, What we got here are some loaf pans. These are like your average, everyday size, I guess. We took some plastic wrap and we set it down. Sorry. Put some plastic wrap down inside of each bin. We're gonna use the lids too as extra muffin loaf pans deals. Now the reason you wanna use the plastic wrap on this is that we're gonna put this in a freezer and freeze it, and this way you're not fighting with the pan to get everything out. Just get a whole bunch of this into the pan. Okay, so we made 2 full pans and a half. It's gonna be kind of an odd one. We're just gonna kind of massage this into shape, so to speak. And we're gonna take it down to the freezer and freeze them overnight. And then tomorrow, when I get time, we're gonna smoke these up. And the last step tonight is sort of clean up the mess so the wife doesn't get too mad. I mean, got a little bit of mess here. But yeah, I'm gonna clean this up and I'll check back with you guys tomorrow when we put the meatloaf on the smoker.
The next day.
Okay, so it's the next day. Just pulled everything out of the freezer about an hour or two ago. Let's sit in the counter and kind of thaw up on the edges a little bit. But we're gonna do mustard and then Traeger pork rub all the way across it because I kind of forgot to season everything, so oops. But yeah, we're gonna get this out on the smoker. The smoker is running. We're gonna have it set at like 220 and it should take about maybe 3 hours or so. And we'll have some dinner. Alright, we're in the home stretch. It is now time to put on the sauces. We're going to try 3 different ones. This is Treger Sugar Lips. It's a very sweet sauce. Traeger Q, which is a favorite of the wife's. And then from Aldi, they got this Memphis style barbecue sauce that is absolutely awesome. Deliciousness. Ooh, buddy, that looks good. Fitting.
Three hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
All right, I have no idea if you can see me, but I'm gonna run over to the neighbor, Trevor, who actually gave me the video idea for this and to make a video. He's already out here. We're gonna have to light you up though, dude. I got my phone, I'll light you up. So, 1 second, let me get over there. It's so far down the street to get to his house. All right, we're recording.
Clark's doing meats. Which one's this?
That's I think that might be Sugar Lips from Treger.
Okay. This one.
It's either Traeger Q or Sugar Lips. Whichever one's the sweeter is gonna be the Sugar Lips. Is that one sweeter? Mm-hmm. All right, that one's Sugar Lips then.
Woo!
Really sweet, isn't it?
Woo.
Yeah. Supposedly it's good on ribs. I haven't really
Well,
found
baby Jesus had a pet goat, and we cooked him. Woohoo! He liked it too.
So try that last one. That's that Memphis or KC or whatever it is from Aldi's. The Aldi's barbecue sauce. So
I like this one the best of the middle.
The middle one, hands down, the best
Sweet.
one? Really?
Sweet spot.
So is that the first time you ever had ostrich and wild boar and all that, or?
No, I eat exact meats every day.
Yeah.
No, probably ostrich. I've had jerky, but
Yeah.
good though. Good job.
Not bad for first meatloaf try on a smoker.
No, it's fire. Good.
Nice.
Good. A1.
A1? Just not A1 sauce, just A1?
No, it's fire.
Nice.
Good. Primo.
Enjoy. I'm sure there'll be some leftovers for sandwiches.
Good looking player.
Yep.
Put me in the video. That's my idea. That's my idea. $100 meatloaf, baby. How was your boy?
Alrighty. No problem, man. See, this is how we roll in the neighborhood. We always share good treats, don't we? I like it. Yep, so. Alright, I'm going to go back and eat, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that good fun stuff. And as always, tight lines, happy casting. And we'll see you in the next video. And I was probably way too close.
'Cause I just need a helping hand. It's gonna help me stand. It's gonna